What's up guys, Girl in Grease here and welcome back. So as all of you guys know, the COVID-19 virus has kind of spread worldwide and has affected thousands and millions of people all around the world. And I really hope that all of you guys are staying safe and staying home as best as you can. So with this COVID-19 virus outbreak, I've found that there's not a lot of people out on the road. So to my advantage, I can film some of these videos for you guys in the safety of everyone around me and including myself. So today's video is actually going to be a fun video. We are going to be testing out each of the modes that the Jeep has. So we've got your auto mode, which is just your everyday driver, has the eco mode available for you so it can shut off 4 of the cylinders, and it's just your more fuel efficient all around mode. Then we have your sport mode, which enhances the capabilities of the Jeep. It turns on all of the cylinders, so it doesn't have the eco mode available, so you have a bit better of a response time for engaging for your power. And then we also have your track mode, which turns off your traction control. It stiffens up your suspension, and it's the mode that if you want to go fast and you want to go fast, that's the mode you want to be in. So we're going to be testing this mode from 0 to 100 to see if there is actually a difference between the modes and what the difference is going to be. Thankfully, my Jeep actually has the capabilities of being able to track your response times and how fast you can go from 0 to 100 in the different modes. So we'll be tracking those to find out exactly what the Jeep is calculating from 0 to 60 in each of the auto, the sport, and the track mode. So right now it is sunny, very, very dry, clear blue skies. So it's the prime time to do it to get exactly the right traction and the environment so that the Jeep can respond exactly what you would normally have on a track or for every day. So it'll be nice to know. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So you've got your reaction time 0 to 100. So if you notice, I'm going to zoom in here, it's on the SRT mode. That's where you find all of the capabilities of finding your track time, reaction time, your lap time. All of that is the SRT mode. So this is going to be able to track exactly the time and response time it takes to get from 0 to 100 in the different modes. So we're going to start off with the auto mode. That's gonna be the first one we're gonna try out, and then we're gonna move from sport, and then we're gonna go to track. So I'll have everything labeled so you guys know exactly the mode that I'm gonna be in and how fast it takes me to get there for the reaction time. All right guys, so right now I'm ready to go for the auto mode. 0 to 100, we're gonna find out exactly what my reaction time is. We're just gonna reset, and we're gonna go from here. Right now, we hit 5.1 seconds for auto mode. So now we're going 0 to 100 in sport mode. We're gonna find out exactly how fast we're gonna go. Okay, so we've got 4.6 seconds. Right? So our auto mode was 5.1, 0 to 100. Now we're at 4.6 in the auto. So we're already significantly faster just in moving from one mode to the next. So that is actually very impressive. Not that I'm surprised, because you've got all of your cylinders engaged right off the bat. The response is instant, okay? So now we're gonna try something a little different with putting it into track mode. Let's see what track mode can do versus sport mode. So it's actually not that much of a difference. 4.5 seconds versus 4.6 seconds. So the reaction time is not that much different from the sport mode to track mode. Granted, the launch was intense. Like, I just felt like my lungs and my air was sucked to the back of my body. That was an intense thrill. But only 0.1 second faster from sport to track. Now, we're gonna try it again. We're gonna do a few different trials to make sure that I have exactly the right numbers, so that we can get a collaboration of different speeds based on the different mode that you're in. So I'm just gonna pop it right back from at 0, and we're gonna pop it right back into sport mode. Let's see what it does again from 0 to 100, no rev. Let's see what it does. All right, now with the sport mode, we got 4.5 seconds. So we've matched the track mode 4.5 seconds. So maybe there is not a huge difference off the line from 0 to 100 from the sport to track. Now, I know there is a little bit of a significant in the suspension and reaction time for braking and acceleration, that kind of thing, but is it really that much of a difference? We're gonna find out. I'm gonna throw the Jeep, since there's no one around, I'm gonna throw it into track mode right now, and we're gonna try it one more time. 0 to 100, let's see what it does. Okay, so we got the same reaction time, 4.5 seconds for track and 4.5 seconds for auto. Or, excuse me, 4.5 seconds for track, 4.5 seconds for sport. So ultimately, from a 0 to 100 standpoint, I've done it twice each time. The first time I got 4.6 seconds for sport mode. Then I did it a second time and I got 4.5 seconds. So 0.1 second faster the second time I did it. With the track mode, I immediately got the same number both times, 4.5 seconds from 0 to 100. Now, this is interesting because I would have figured there would be a little bit more of a difference between the sport and the track mode, even like 0.2, 0.3, 0.4 seconds faster, but really there's not much of a difference. But it's still interesting to know that in a straight line from 0 to 100, sport and track, there's not a real big difference. In a race, 0.1 seconds could mean the make or break it of your race. But it's awesome to know that there's a big difference between auto, obviously, because the vehicle has to go from 4 cylinders to full cylinders just when you lay the throttle down. So that I knew was going to have a bit of an impact. Now, I'm going to try track mode one more time to see if I can't get even 0.2 seconds faster. Okay, there's nobody around. Let's give her a go. Yeah, same time, but I was even a 0.1 second slower, 4.6 seconds. Now, I wonder if it would, what the reaction time would be if we tried launch control. So you've got the higher revs, I've already got a higher advantage, but just for kicks and giggles, let's try it with launch control to see what the difference actually would be, having a little bit of an extra push on getting a better time. We all know that this is going to be a bit of an excitement to do with launch control. I'm going to click on my launch control, apply the brake pressure, and away we go. Now, that is actually even more surprising. It's the same amount of time with launch control. 4.6 seconds from 0 to 100. In the top corners, we've got, my last one was 4.6. My new one is 4.6. So on the environment that I'm in, on the road conditions that I'm in the same one I've been running these last couple of trials, is the same speed. Now this is just amazing to really know that depending on, obviously if it's more of a slippery environment, the launch control really shines because it makes sure that your tires don't spin. It gives you the optimal amount of grip to launch. But I would have just figured that with launch control, it would even just be a 0.1 or just a little bit different to know that in just the average environment, launch control actually does make a difference. Now, it will probably make a difference, like I said earlier, if you're on running the quarter mile, or if the road conditions are a little bit more slick. Things like that will really help the launch control because it will deliver power in the appropriate amount to make sure that your tires don't spin. So I'm very excited to be able to know exactly what my Jeep is doing in the different modes from 0 to 100, if the modes actually make that much of a difference, and if they do, what the difference is. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. I had a lot of fun making it. It was really great to see what my Jeep would do from 0 to 100 in the different modes. If you guys liked this video, please give it a like and a subscribe to see more upcoming videos, and we'll catch you next time.